riding in the shop. Remember when we was gonna stay fly? Remember when we got caught up with that night? Remember when you was my homeboy, you always would be down to ride? Remember when you said what's up with these white girls in our head, driving us crazy for a stupid lady? Remember that girl you claimed you loved, and she did you bogus? You said fuck that bitch. Remember that girl I claimed I loved at the end? She was just a nappy ass bitch. Remember when it was girls before a host? But don't get me wrong, homie, I fucked up that rule a long time ago. I was acting like a stupid kid, but fuck it, all I can do now is remember all that shit. Remember when we was riding in the shop? Remember when we was gonna stay fly? Remember when we got caught up with that night? Remember when you was my homeboy, you always would be down to ride? Remember when me and that ammo had our beef? You would be down to ride with me, walk all the way to my hood just to have my band, homie. Can't you see? You was like a brother to me. It's like you was my shorty. Haha, no, you think you're saying, nigga, I'm older than you. But you know what? To me, you was beautiful, but now I see you in the streets with your bitches and your heat. You act like you don't know me, but it's cool, G. I can give a fuck about the beat, but fuck it. I guess it's just memories now. Remember when we was riding in the shop? Remember when we was gonna stay fly? Remember when we got caught up with that night? Remember when you was my homeboy, you always would be down to ride? Remember when we made plans to get wasted in the summer, go woman hunting like it was nothing, but now it's all different. You went your way and I went mine. Fuck it, what a bummer. I guess I ride alone during the summer, cruising through the Shire alone, now smoking on them trees by myself, sipping on the 40 by myself. Well, fuck it, all I can do is remember. Remember when we was riding in the shop? Remember when we was gonna stay fly? Remember when we got caught up with that night? Remember you was my homeboy, you always would be down to ride? I mean, I'm not stupid, I know you give me dirty looks, I know you be like fuck the school when you see me in school. But fuck it, bro, you ain't shit to me. You're just a nigga I go to school with. But homie, sometimes I miss shaking up blood with you, telling you stuff I can trust you with too. Well, fuck it, you do you and I do me. I ain't gonna get in your way, but don't get in my way. Remember when I started calling you what they call you today? Remember when you was my homie? Remember when you was the only nigga who would ride with me? But I guess all that shit is just a memory. When you said you took it too far, you took it too far. But now look at where we are. You can stand me. I broke. It's cool. But all I got to say to you is remember when we was riding in the shop? Remember when we was gonna stay fly? Remember when we got caught up with that night? Remember when you was my homeboy and you was always down to ride? Yeah, dog. I know you remember that. You know what's another thing I remember? Let me say something you told me a long time ago. What's up with these güeritas up in our head? Well, fuck it, bro. It's cool. I ain't tripping, dog. Triple being a thing.